CES 2024 day one is wrapping up. We are here with Halo in their suite with DC. He's going to tell me about this really cool application that's got me fired up. DC.
All right. So the wonderful thing here is Velo has created, along with Hellbender and Covestro, a device that really can save lives and utilize AI in a really powerful way. So what this is basically a device that will sit under a bike seat, as you can tell, and alert a biker to oncoming cars or other things that might come along and knock them off the bike. So this is utilizing, as you can see here in the middle, there's a camera, there's lights. So behind here is basically a chipset and including AI processing. So our chip is called the Halo 8. It's basically a chip that offloads, or it handles the AI processing for things like detecting objects, detecting a car, detecting something that's coming up behind a bike, being able to tell which direction this object's going, and ultimately to alert the user that, hey, there's a problem behind you. And so the way this integrates with, so this is the main system. This integrates with a smartphone application that the bike rider would then have there on their, the front of their handlebars. And through a system of, audible alerts through the Velo device and on the phone, the rider will get, alerted that, hey, there's a car coming up behind you, there's a car about to overtake you, and there's different alerts for, different states of, the objects that are coming up behind you.
Now, the thing that got me fired up is this has an audio alert that the rider hears, right? And it's recording. So you're actually having a history of the ride.
Exactly.
For whatever purposes you might need it later on. Hopefully not for an accident. But the other cool thing is, okay, we got a chip, it's working, it's producing heat, and how will you bleed the heat off? And this is where things get interesting. Because,
well, to start with, the Halo runs at very, very low power. Quoting numbers, usually we're under 3 watts running AI workloads, basically detecting things and detecting where they're going. But still, there's need to remove some heat, which is
where we come in.
You come in.
But for all intents and purposes, what we're doing is we're using a thermally conductive plastic as a heat sink. And of course, it's the fact that it's also RF transparent is a bonus, because you need to be able to have the signals go through.
There's even more capabilities than we even described here. Like as you mentioned, there's sort of event capturing. There's it's storing what it's seeing happen behind it. So in the unlikely, hopefully, very rare event, you actually have an incident. There's also the AI compute in here can read and detect license plates, right? So when you do have that unfortunate event, you can track down who caused it. Yeah, all this is possible through, also very unique design and manufacturing expertise of Hellbender.
I love it. And I'm pretty excited about it. I know I have a lot of cyclists that I interact with, and I'm always worried whether they can see me or not. And so that's good to know that this capability exists. But more importantly, I think it's probably putting the cyclist's mind at ease, because they don't have eyes in the back of their heads, And one of the things that we're seeing all over CES, of course, is AI and more AI. So I'm curious if you can peer into your crystal ball and tell us what you think might be happening 5 years down the road in the realm of AI and products like this.
Okay, so I think, the biggest thing that or the way that I would think about this, should I have a crystal ball, is nobody really knows exactly what AI capabilities we're going to have in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? Things like transformers have changed the game over the last few months. So the important thing is to make sure you're preparing yourself with enough AI capability, the right kind of technology, to be able to support these type of AI workloads that, really, as you give this tool AI to companies like Velo, Hellbender, and others, they'll do more and more with it, right? They'll invent things that we don't, that we can't envision. So the real key is give the capability, give a lot of AI capability to to companies that can do, really unique, wonderful things with them.
Once again, materials that make cool things possible.
Absolutely.
DC, thank you.
Thank you very much, John.